Joseph Russell has tagged you with 7 YouTube questions.
Yes, I know. I was talking to Joseph Russell the other day about his YouTube 7 questions. He tagged me in a YouTube 7 questions. So I told him I'm not pretty good at this sort of thing, so I'll do my best. And I asked Leanne if she can help me. So she's going to help me. See, I'm very shy around the camera, so I'm running away.
No, I'd love to help you. Oh, what do you got there?
Yeah. That's my hat. Some made for me. Alright?
Yeah, no, it looks cool. Normally I wear it, but...
Okay, Mr. Joseph Russell. Joseph Russell. Joseph Russell. See, I've got a bit of paper now because Joseph Russell put me on the spot. Now, Joseph Russell is a person that makes wooden spoons and wooden forks from bits of wood. That's why they're wooden.
And very cool.
Very cool, they're pretty cool. But anyway, he asked me to do this 7 question thing.
Oh, are you ready?
No. No, I'm not ready. Okay. Now, Joseph Russell tagged me to do this 7 question thing. I don't even know what it's about. So, I asked Leanne to help me. She's going to help me.
Yeah, I'll read the 7 questions.
And for those people that don't know Joseph Russell, go and check his channel out.
We'll leave the link below.
He's obviously a good bloke to tag me in this 7 question thing. So let's go. Okay, Leanne's going to ask me 7 questions. I don't even know if I've got my piece of paper up the right way.
Yeah, other way around.
This way?
Yeah, that way.
Okay.
Okay, question number 1. Why do you do YouTube?
Well, that's a good question. I love and appreciate sharing from, I've got this written down because I prepared this. That's a good question. I get hard with questions. Like, yeah, just, anyway, so what happens? What was the question?
Why do you do YouTube?
I don't know. Why do I do YouTube? Well, why do I do YouTube? I love fishing. I love seeing fish all over the world. I've fished in Northern Territory, I've fished in New South Wales, and I've fished in Western Australia. The best luck I had so far is in Western Australia, in the Indian Ocean. Got the prettiest fish I've ever caught, the nicest fish I've ever caught. And I've always wondered what the fish would look like on the other side of the world, like Canada, Ireland, or Europe. So I thought, what a good way to see, without travelling there, what these other fish look like. So I've got friends in Scotland and Canada. They catch different fish than we catch here. So I share my fish on YouTube. So all my YouTube people can see them, and all the people and friends I've got on Facebook can see them. And they post all their pictures and stuff on Facebook and that, and I can see them and their videos on YouTube, and I can watch them, and I go there and I watch them, and I see the different styles of fishing. In Canada now, they're starting their ice fishing, so they're waiting for the ice to ice over the lakes. They drill a hole in the ice. I've never done that, I've never seen it before, and I think it's just amazing to see that sort of thing. So I just really love fishing and seeing how the fish are caught in different parts of the world, and I love to share my experiences on the way I feel when I'm fishing, to share them to other parts of the world as well. So I suppose that's my answer to that. It's just I love sharing what I catch and how I catch it, and love to see how other people catch their fish, and there's different types of fish compared to what I've got here.
And I love filming what he catches so that he can share it around.
Yeah, I can't film it myself, and when I film it, my phone gets in the way or whatever, and then like the end catches a fish and I've got it on film, and then she has a look and she says it's not recording, or your thumb's over the thing, or so I'm pretty useless at filming. So she does it, not me. I take us out in the ocean on my boat. We find a lump, and it's generally a good lump. And it's drop a line on it, beautiful. Pick up the fish, a run, whatever, it's beautiful.
And I just love filming it. It's just so much fun. So yeah.
Okay, so that'll be my answer. Is I just love sharing what I catch and showing the people the pretty fish that we catch in Western Australia, and I love seeing what they catch, and we sort of share. That's how we share it. And that's what we catch in Perth, Western Australia, Australia. The west coast of Australia is the best part of Australia. It's beautiful here.
Okay, question number 2. Where did your name come from?
Well, I don't know. Wouldn't have a clue. Could have been the milkman or the baker or whatever. I don't know. My mum had 9 kids, and my father, I think he just drew a name out the hat. I don't know. But anyway, they gave it to me. It was probably a sad choice on their behalf, but I made it my name. I made it work for me, and I've used it from the day I got it, and I handed it to my son, and he handed it to his son. So my son's name's Rodney Harris, and his son's name's Rodney Harris. So there's 3 of us getting around now, and we've made it an extremely beautiful name. So we love it, we fell in love with it, we made it, so that's where it come from. And
it's going to be around for a long time.
Only God knows where it's going to go. So it's that's where my name come from. Why it come that way, I don't know. But anyway, that's where it come from. And that's the way it is.
Well, that sounds like a pretty awesome name.
Well, it is.
Okay, question number 3. How long have you been on YouTube?
Have you got that written down on one bit of paper?
I most certainly do.
Where is it? Is it there?
Yes, it is.
Well, I'm pretty hopeless at following instructions. That's why I'm just going to drop a line in the water, reel it in. Oh, I've got one. See, I've even got my Poseidon spear here. That's from Poseidon. Poseidon is King Neptune's cousin, you see?
Yeah.
Poseidon's the king of Greece. The ocean's around there. So,
King Neptune.
anyway. See, I get sidetracked all the time. It's just got to get back into the ocean. Well, what was the question?
How long have you been on YouTube?
Well, that's probably a question answered better by my cameraman Leanne again. But I started YouTube on the 8th of March
2016.
The 8th of March 2016. So we're just a pretty new little channel, and we just started out, and that's when we started. So the 8th of March 2016.
We're just new and just slowly growing.
So we're just growing our little channel, and we want to see it grow like some of these other great channels, like who's a great channel I know? Key West Kayak Fishing. Now that's a great channel. He's got a beautiful channel. He catches some brilliant fish too. He catches some nice sharks and fish and stuff, but he does it from a kayak. There's another guy, hook him in the mouth, kayak fishing. We don't snag him, we just hook him, he reckons. He does the same, straight from a kayak. There's a few guys out there like that. And you watch their channels and see how they fish. I'm lucky, I've got a bit of a deck I've got to move around on and walk on and lean on, and I can sit back and make a cup of coffee and whatnot. They're in the harsh sun, paddling their little kayak or rowing it. So they've got it pretty hard, and I look at their channels and see how great they are catching the fish that they're catching, and they do an extremely good job. I'm pretty lucky I do it from my little boat, but anyway. We started on the 8th of March 2016, so we're just slowly growing, and we want to see it grow and burst at the seams and go forward. And we want to try and get little films out there as much as we can, just so we could show the pretty fish that we catch here. I catch my fish from about 30, 40, 50 metres of water, sometimes 100 metres of water we're fishing. Fishing in waters, you've got to travel a long way out to sea. So we travel anywhere from 8 kilometres out to sea, or say 4 miles out to sea to 20 miles out to sea.
And that's a lot of reeling in when you're reeling in the fish from that depth.
Yeah, so it's not just that, it's we get out there, we've got to pick our spot, we've got to make sure we know where we're going when we get there, and then we get there and come back, because the boat will chew up that much juice going there and back. So we don't want to make a mistake. We want to get there, get on the fish, pull the fish in, and without putting around too much, using up unnecessary fuel. So to get on the fish and to get it on film and then to get it out to all you guys is a great thing. And to answer the question, we just started this year, the beginning 8th of March 2016.
Just newbie.
And we just want to watch it grow. Joseph Russell, scallywag you. Anyway, that was that question, and we'll move on to the next question.
Okay, now question number 4. What do you record with?
Well, that's another question well answered by my beloved cameraman, Leanne.
What do I record with?
She records from that phone there. I'll go and get it, and she records from that. I'll go and get my other thing is what is it?
So we record from a Samsung, and we record from a GoPro Hero 4.
What's that other thing we record?
And a sports cam. Also got a sports cam. So with the 3 of those, we're able to get all our filming done. But I mostly do it on the Samsung. And we've got the editors for the Samsung phone and the editor for the GoPro. So with both editors, it works really well.
Did you put in on that? Anyway.
Yeah, I have.
So we got
That's the sports cam.
That's the sports camera. Now this camera is the camera I used. I'll sit down, I'm not sure where you're looking. That's the sports camera. This is the camera I used when I filmed the minke whales under the water. It's sort of like a GoPro, comes in the same sort of case, a little bit different, but it's half the price of a GoPro. So I used that one to film the minke whales, and it done an excellent job. Those who've seen the video of the minke whales, you see what a good job it does. Just that I'm not very good at cutting and editing and all that sort of stuff, so you'll have to forgive me on all that sort of stuff. But that's the one we use. So that's the sports cam, and then Leanne filmed the above water stuff of the minke whales with her phone, and that's just a Samsung Ace.
Just Galaxy Ace, Samsung Galaxy Ace.
An old shitty phone, sort of, pardon my language. And then so that, and then we used the GoPro Hero 4. Now, I don't know how many of you have seen all the way down at the bottom of my videos. The first video I made was the GoPro inside my crate pot. So I put it in its waterproof case, and I mounted it inside my crate pot. Then I dropped it to 33 metres of water.
Yeah.
I think it took about 35 seconds to hit the bottom of the water, the bottom of the ocean floor. And then we just wanted to see what was down there. And the footage is in my movie list down there somewhere. So that's the other camera we use, is the
GoPro Hero 4.
GoPro Hero 4. They're the only 3 cameras we use. creature and one lotto or something, I'll probably buy a big underwater one with a little motor, and then I can jump in the water and film it and all that sort of stuff.
That would get awesome footage from that.
Yeah.
Absolutely awesome.
So they're the three. You know, you got all these little attachments. You got put it on the part of the boat, and
I put it on YouTube as well, Louis, on their chest and on their hat.
So we just use those three cameras, and that's about it. And where's my bit of paper? She writ stuff on here.
Okay, question number 5.
Which way do I have my piece of paper? This way?
Do you make your own thumbnails?
Where's my piece of paper?
Just on the other side. There we go.
Where? Yeah.
Yes, that one.
What about this one?
No, that's how we recorded ourselves. This one.
Okay. Do we make our own thumbnails? Well, we do. When I catch the fish, Leanne tells me to stand and hold the fish in a killy way, so I don't. I make my own poses, and I kiss the fish, or put my tongue down its throat, or something like that, hug it, or whatever.
He does, whatever.
So I'll pose with the fish, and Leanne will take the photo, and then she'll film it, do a short film while we got it on the deck. If we keep it, we don't put that on film. We do that. No one needs to see how you kill a fish or anything, so we don't do that. If we release it, we put it in the water, and it's always good to watch them swim off to the depths of the bottom of the ocean, because it's pretty deep water, and they just sort of slowly disappear into the depths, and it's pretty awesome. We catch a lot of sharks, Port Jackson sharks, and rays, fiddler rays.
A whole variety, different varieties.
When we catch those, it's good to get them in the deck. I like to get the hooks out. Most of my hooks, I crush the barbs in them, so you only need the barb on the hook to hold the bait on there, so you don't really need the barb. So if you haven't got the barb on your hook, it comes out of the fish's mouth a lot easier.
Yeah, easier for release.
Bigger fish got more harder plate in their mouth, so it's a bit harder to get the hook out. So I crush the barbs to make that job a lot easier, and it's always good to get the bigger fish back in the water and watch them swim off. It's beautiful, just watch them swim off, whether it's a shark or a stingray or whatever it is. It's nice to watch them swim off. I don't eat stingray anyway, I don't like them, so I send them back in the ocean. A lot of the bigger ones, they're obviously been caught a lot more times, so I think they're used to getting the hooks taken out of their mouth. They sort of sit there and let you do it. Some of them don't, some of them slap around and this, that and the other and try and spike you, but
yeah, or bite your toes.
if they're sort of slapping around, I'd cut the line, they can have my hook. It's no great drama. So we make our own thumbnails, and I'll pose for the fish so we get a nice thumbnail, and then we can put our own thumbnail on the video, which
makes it look a lot nicer, doesn't it?
yeah, just looks more better for you guys to see what we actually caught, instead of some fuzzy, furry picture that you can't really see.
Or half a fish or something.
Yeah, so we make our own thumbnails just so people can see what sort of fish or whatever we're catching. Or we go in the ocean to do a lot of things, to see the ships. You see a lot of ships out there, and we love going around the ships and just having a look.
And waving to all the...
You see the crewmen up top there, some of them are painting the rails, you know, some of them standing on their fly bridge, so wave at you, you know.
Very cool.
So we like to see the ships. The whales are down here now at the moment. They're a bit far out. They're sort of a bit deeper than where we normally go. So we like to go out there and watch the whales. We'll sit back and watch the whales frolic. We've got the humpbacks here at the moment. And when the humpbacks do on a show, they breach out the water, they flap their petrol fins, their side flippers, I don't know what you call them. You know, and fishing. So we like to go and do a big variety of things other than just going out there and fish. We like to see all the other activities that happen out there as well. And we like to do a lot of that at night time as well. So a lot of the time we'll come back in and it's 9, 10 o'clock at night or midnight or something.
So I get to see the sunset and then the moon rise, and yeah, it's just beautiful out there.
It's nice.
It's just, yeah, peaceful.
And then in that time you can get a lot of nice pics, so then we can shuffle through the pics at the end of the thing. When we're making the video, there's the pic that goes with that video, and you've got a nice one to go with it. And it makes for a good day and evening if you're in good company, which most of the time I'm in good company. And if I wasn't, she'll go a long swim home.
With all the sharks. No. Okay, question number 6.
So the answer is that yes, we do make our
Number 6, who made your intro outro room?
well, God did, because we're out in the Indian Ocean. It's his ocean. He made the 7 seas and the galaxies and the planet, and so God made my intro and outro room.
You can do it always out there.
We normally do it in here. At the moment, I think it's pretty hot outside. So we're inside, we're at home, just waiting for a nice day to go out. My son's flying out tomorrow or Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm babysitting my grandson, so we won't be going out tomorrow. So we're at home at the moment. Normally we would go out in the river or in the ocean, do a short film. We got another one we did of our city. Perth's a very small city. It's probably one of the smallest cities in Australia, other than Darwin.
That one's coming up later.
Yeah, there's work in progress.
Yeah.
So we normally would go out in the river and just do a nice little thing. If you've seen my unboxing, we did that out in the river. We'll do something like that normally. So that'll be my whatever, or out in the ocean. So we don't really have an intro, outro room. We don't like doing intros or outros because I get camera shy or whatever you call it in front of the camera, or stage fright, or trip over my words. It's like, big clod up, tripping over your feet or something, I don't know. So when we're fishing there, I just start filming me catch a fish or whatever, and we just do whatever we're doing out there, and then she puts it all together, and I help her put it together, and we make a short movie, and we put it on YouTube for hopefully all you people out there to enjoy.
And sometimes he takes the camera off me and he'll film me catching a fish. So that's pretty cool when he does that.
Well, you notice that when I'm filming, it's not as good as the stuff that she's filming, because I generally balls it up every time. I filmed her probably 1,000 times catching fish, and we couldn't use. I think we've only got 3 or 4 films of her catching fish because that's how bad I am.
No, you're doing all that.
Okay.
Okay, this is last question, number 7. Do you think you'll ever leave YouTube?
No, I don't think I will leave. I don't think I will leave YouTube. I don't think there's a lot of fish out there that I haven't seen, and I've only just started seeing the tip of the iceberg on YouTube, on the different sorts of fish and the different styles of fishing, especially this ice fishing. A friend of mine on Facebook, which I met him through a fishing group, they're called the coolest fishing group in Canada.
Yeah.
And he's got all these pictures of, I don't know what they are, fish I've never seen before. They're salmon, I think, trout, walleyes. I've never heard of walleyes. You seen the walleye? And I said, well, I caught a fish and I ate it. The different fish they got up there, we haven't got in Australia here. Unreal. So I've been communicating a lot with him, and he's telling me stuff that I haven't, the knowledge of or anything like that. And he's starting to film stuff up in Canada. When he goes fishing, he films the fish that he catches, where he's catching it, the ice. They go and drill a hole in the ice. In Australia, it's like 40 degrees out here, which is about 105
Yeah, about 104, 105
whatever
Fahrenheit.
you call it over in America and Canada and all that. So we don't get much ice down here. So we go out the ocean, we're sweating and it's hot. You put an egg on the front of your boat and you cook it. That's how hot it is. But anyway, so we don't get that style of stuff. So we just enjoy watching what the rest of the world is catching, and they're just the stuff you see from us, because we don't see that stuff, so it's all new to us. So we love it. So there's no way in the world we're going to leave YouTube, because we love catching fish, we love putting fish in the ocean, we love taking them out of the ocean, all of it. So I don't think there's a chance of me leaving YouTube at all.
No, not at all. It's too much fun.
And I've got Leanne coming with me, so just like if she wasn't coming with me, I wouldn't be fishing as much. So I don't think I'll be leaving YouTube for a long time. It's
No, it's awesome fun.
it's too much knowledge we're getting from YouTube to throw it away, and YouTube is costing us nothing. So we're getting that knowledge, that advice, and people go and pay TV, this, that and the other, so they can watch a documentary on whatever. I'm learning all this sort of stuff from YouTube, which is great. There's people on that side of the world that haven't seen half the fish that I've caught here, which is great for them. Some of the people say, man, that fish is a freaky looking thing, and other people, wow, that's a savage looking fish, or
Some of them have got big teeth.
but you look beyond all that and you see the beauty in the fish, which I try and point out, and I've been pointing a bit out to Leanne, that there's so much beauty in the fish. You look at their eyes and this and that and so on and so forth, and you see all that, which is great. So the answer to that, I won't be leaving YouTube, because I'm learning too much on what I like to do, which is fishing from all parts of the world. So I'll be staying with YouTube forever and a day.
And I'll be filming you so it can be on YouTube.
And that's it. That's our 7
That's
questions.
our 7 questions.
Well, Joseph Russell, the 7 questions, I answered them. I don't know if I answered them correctly or not, but that's what I did. I answered the 7 questions, and now
You need to tag 3 people.
Joseph Russell said that you've got to tag 3 people. I don't know 3 people, so I already tagged them without even realising it. So Key West kayak fishing, I tagged him because I think he'll have a lot of good stuff to say, and to how to answer all these questions. He'll be a great one. So Key West kayak fishing, I tag you. I tag Hook 'em in the Mouth kayak fishing, Charles Kramer. And I tag my best mate, Kimmy Coolbeans.
She's the chemical beans.
So
Very cool.
they're my 3 tags. I hope that they accept it, and if not, I'll put the onus back onto Joseph Russell to pick another 3. Okay, thank you for your time, and I really enjoyed making this and doing it.
Same here.
So hope you've enjoyed. Take care and be safe, and
And you'll see us soon.
really in a fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you.